Okay. Hello everybody. This particular stage is a question that one of the learners want me to address. Okay. The question was, how do I format this Excel sheet in this manner in the areas I click? Okay. And if you check here, you realize that we have takeoff, then parts of takeoff. You have add, less, and the total. Okay. The whole idea is that I have designed this area to be my takeoff sheet. Takeoff sheet here is just a sheet or a paper where you note all your taking off activities. The end result there is to get your quantities and come and enter them into the bill of quantities. Okay, so for instance, for this item A being described under excavation filling as clear sight of all bushes, shrubs, and burn on site. Okay, so when I use the Planswift and I get every data or a takeoff value, I bring it in here because I might want to do some additions to it or deductions, which is less from it, before the end result can come into the quantity section of this item. I hope you get me. So that is that. So the question is, how do I format it? Okay, it just as it goes. Okay, so I have formatted, so you will see this dash 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 there, indicating that it has been formatted or the values there are 0. Okay, so I am assuming that we are starting. So let me use a different section of the work so that you'll be okay. So let me color here. What color do I mean? Choose blue. Okay, so that you see that. Oh, sorry, that is not what I wanted to do. I have to change I wanted to fill it rather blue. Okay, good. So my solution is on this blue section. Okay, I hope you get it. This is where I'm doing the example. So this is the answer. Click here where you have takeoff data. You press equal to. This equal to must be the values you are bringing in from takeoff, or you leave it off. Just enter 0. Okay, in it 0 because you are formatting it, and then come to the add section, also give 0. Okay, so you can see from here, after you have entered 0 and left it, you realize that there's a dash there. Okay, let me zoom it so that we can clearly see it. Let me take it off. Okay, but I think it's too big. Okay, I think this will be better now. So let me delete it and go over again because I zoom it. Okay, here it is. You click here under the takeoff value against the quantities here. You enter 0, press enter, come to add section, 0, enter, then you come to less section, you click it, enter 0, then you press enter. Okay, so now if I say enter 0, doesn't mean you press enter key before you enter 0. You just click on it like this, then you type 0, then enter, click again, 0, enter, click again, 0, enter. Okay, so you can see that again here there are dash indicated there. There's a value there which is less than very less than 0.5, okay, or 0. So now I have entered this. The formatting starts this way, so I click enter here. I just select it. I select it. This is where I want the result. You now press equal to, okay, equal to. Then you, without doing any other thing, just send your cursor, select this value because I want to take it. I click it. You realize that it's indicating that the cell is G14. Okay, then I press plus because it's addition. This section is addition. So I now, without doing anything again, click this one. Then the next one, remember, is less. It's less. Okay, so it must be minus. So I now press minus key. Okay, then I now select this value. Okay, I am done with the formatting. So I now press enter key. Okay, so you can see there's also dash there. Definitely, if here is 0, 0 plus 0 minus 0, definitely have to be 0. Okay, so where do we want the result? Okay, we want the result here, and no, it's here rather, quantities. Okay, if this is where we want it, good. Sorry, it has to be this. Coffee check. Okay, it has to be here, quantities. So now I want automatically my formatted value from here to here to come under this. So what I do again is that as I select the cell, just press equal to on your keyboard. Equal to, good. Then without doing anything, you just select this particular blue one because this is the result of my takeoff. I click it. So that is it. It's indicating the cell is J14. Don't do any other thing. Just press enter key on your keyboard. Good. So now this is where you get the result. Let's assume my takeoff from the Planswift is 100, whatever the value. Okay, just press enter. You have left it here. Automatically you can see 100 has come here because the end result here is 100. This is telling me that after the takeoff value, there's no addition, there's no less or subtraction. Okay, so let's assume there's an addition. So here is it. So you click here, say there's additional value somewhere from my takeoff I need to add to, maybe 20. So you enter 20, you just press enter key on your keyboard. There it goes. The end result is 120. You can see automatically it has come to the other end where I need it, quantity section. Again, let's try the subtraction or less item here. So you just click here again without doing anything. The value that I needed to subtract. Let me give a clear case here that you have taken off for all walls, probably on ground floor level of the building. Okay, but you know all the ground floor takeoff wall that you have done, they are all not closed. Definitely there are doors, windows and other openings, so you have to deduct or less them. I hope at this stage, if I say deduct less, you should understand. You take it out from the total value that I have taken off for. The example I've given that for ground floor wall, all of them, I am now taking windows, the area of windows, the area of doors and other openings from it. So I am assuming that after doing the takeoff, I now know window, doors and every opening that I need to take off to be a total of say what value, let's say 17. So I enter 17. Okay, I now press enter key on your keyboard. Good. So automatically, if you check with your calculator, you realize that 100 plus 20 minus 17 should give you 103 automatically generated. This is the formatting. So automatically this result has come to where I need it at the quantity section. Let me minimize the zoom a bit for you to see good. You can see a clear oversight. Okay, so it's the same thing I did for all this section to wherever you need it. But so here, I hope at this stage you should understand automatically this formatting. If you know how to do bill of quantity, you should know. So you just, let's say I want to format here, let's say so. Let me do it at this particular place we started. Now what we needed is that this quantity 103 times the price here. Okay, so let me copy this up there so that you can clearly see the good example. Okay, so this is just a unit, so I need this times this. So let's say the price unit, let's assume per my country currency, let's assume is 10 Ghana cedis, 10 naira, 10 Liberian dollar, or whatever money you have according to your country. Okay, so now definitely the bill I'm doing is to know the description and then now know that the quantity times the rate will give me a result of the amount that is being charged. So how do I format it for the Excel to be doing the calculation for me? So this is where I need it. So you select the cell where you want the result, you press equal to on your keyboard. Okay, so now what are you equaling to? You select this quantity and now you press multiplication sign. Normally it comes as asterisk on your keyboard. Press it, then that means times what? Times the rate. You select also the rate. Good, you are done. So you can see the cell there, C14 times E14. So you are done. So just press enter key on your keyboard. Good. So you can see, if you check with your calculator, 103 times 10 will give you 1030. So that is how we format the Excel sheet, particularly the one I address under the tutorial of Planswift, the masterclass program. Okay, I hope at this stage you are good. Okay, the next stage is that I have done this successfully for one particular item. How do I continue the same thing for others? So take note, I'm going to do maybe 3 examples. You now know how to transfer that to others. Okay, let's go. Automatically I have formatted this. So what I need to do is that I click select all like this. Okay, please take note, select the formatted area as it is because you want it. And now go back to your, at the top here you can select copy. Okay, or you right click. Okay, right click after selecting. So you look for copy. Okay, copy right here, you can see copy. Okay, so where do I need it? So press control key on your keyboard because you are going to select one or more how do you call it, columns, cells, or whatever you call it. So press control key. So I want it here, so I click on it. After I've pressed the control without leaving my hand, press another one I want again, this one and this one. So okay, it's not there. I wanted it here, so it's not there. Okay, let's assume they are all working. Okay, no, let me go back so that the work will be neat. So let me undo my job. Okay, select it, right click, copy. So again, you press Control key without leaving your hand. Please take note, you don't leave your hand until you are done. So I want it here, I want it here, I click on it. Also here, I click on it. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. This has copied. So I now right click and do paste. So look at the paste options here. You have paste, that's Control V, normal paste. You see paste as value, paste as formulas, you paste as a whole lot. But what I need here is that I am not pasting the value. I don't need this value. This is a normal paste. I needed the formula to be pasted, so I will choose this particular one which says that formula. So I will now paste formula. Okay, so there we go. So let's see the format, how it goes. Okay, so because this value are there, it has copied them with the values with them, so you can now change them. So that is why I recommend, if you are formatting your everything, it is good you put them in 00 factor, so that you don't need to be confused in doing that. But the right point is that you can see, double click here, you see the formula is there. You press escape on your keyboard, double click here, you see the formula is there, escape it on your keyboard also here. So for you to check the formula, you just double click on the end result, you see the format there. Okay, that is it. So what I want to do now is that I want you to be clear and easy going with. So before I do that, let me undo them so that you see what I was explaining. Okay, so let's enter this value to be 0 as we started, this 0, this 0 as we started. Okay, so now we're going to copy the formulas. So we click and select the format. So as I mentioned, we are going to copy, so right click on it, select copy. So after copying, you press Control key without leaving it until you are done. Okay, I hope you get the point. Don't leave the Control key until you are done. Okay, so you press, you select the areas you want with your mouse to the particular cell. I want it here, I want it here, I want it here. So there are 3. Okay, so I can now leave the Control key on my keyboard and right click. Okay, once again I explain, this is a normal paste. Check it, normal paste. We have value, means that if the value is 22, it will paste 22. If it's 10, it will paste 10 without any format or without any formula or calculation. You don't need that. What you need is this particular one says formulas. So you are copying the formula also with the value. So that is what we need. So just click on it. Okay, good. You can see that all are giving dash, indicating that they are come with the formulas. Okay, so to check, just double click on the existing one. You will see that it's formatted with these selections. Okay, check the other ones too, the same thing. This one's the same thing, this one the same thing. So if now we are entering the values, you now see the, let's see, here is 250, here is 7, here is assuming 54. You see it's working by itself. Okay, and also here also is moving. Okay, so the same thing goes with these particular 3 following it. So formatting this side, I hope we are covered. Also, once again, click on it, equal to you select this one, press multiplication sign, normally asterisk on your keyboard, then select rate, enter. So now the same thing, we are copying this formula. Okay, it is only this formula we are copying to 1, 2, 3 for us to see how it goes. So we right click, we copy. So you press again control key without leaving it until you are done. Select where you want it. Good, we are done. So I right click, copy. Remember I want formulas, select formulas. So you see that dash has followed with them, so it means it's formatted. So let's assume there are values here. These values must be entered from here before they can come here. So let's enter prices here, so that you can see how it works. Okay, so the prices are there. Okay, so now let's find some values and enter for this side. Good. 111. Okay, see it's working by itself. 222. Okay, 333. Okay, good. So now it's not showing here. These values, these particular values are not showing here because we have not formatted, remember. Okay, so we want to format the same thing following this one. So you right click, copy. Now press control key without leaving until you are done. Press this one, you press this one, this, because they are the ones we need. So now right click, you paste. Remember formulas. Good, we are done. Okay, you can see that this value comes here, this comes, this comes. I hope you get it. Okay, and also this times this gives you this, and all following in that manner. I hope you get it. Okay, so this is how I formatted the Microsoft Excel after doing my takeoff, bringing them here, adding some, taking some out. Okay, then result comes here. Automatically it comes to this end and automatically multiplies by this to give this. Okay, so at this point I hope this helped you. Thank you very much.